dodgeball practice was light last Monday because some of the juniors and seniors had a tournament that they went on that past weekend. So then a few people didn't show up, so we didn't go too crazy in dodgeball practice. We didn't do much of anything. It was we kind of just played dodgeball all day. Not like well for the entire 2.5 hours. Like we didn't go through any drills or really anything. Yeah, we didn't do much in dodgeball practice, and then I don't know what we did on Thursday because I had to work Thursday night so I wasn't able to make practice that day. On Tuesday, I worked the volleyball game as camera two. I, do we win this? We ended up losing this game in 4 sets on Tuesday. It was we ended up losing the game in 4 sets. We were able to win in the third set, but I forgot who it was. It was I didn't remember who it was. I forgot um, Manalia or something like that for um, for Buffalo. She had 23 kills, a block, and a 34 hitting percentage. So she killed us all night. Yeah, we lost in 4 sets, so that wasn't fun. But at least I got to be on camera too. At least it didn't go to 5 sets like one of the other games did. Well, no, it was 5 sets. No, this was a game that went 5 sets. They won in they won in 5 sets. I don't know why I thought. Yeah, but Buffalo won in 5 sets. They improved to 5-9 that night, and then we actually we fell to 8-8 on the volleyball season. I don't know. I think we had a game after that. We ended up losing that one too, but we worked this one, so our next game was on the road. So I don't know what happened in the next game, but yeah, we lost this one. On Thursday, we had a women's soccer game, which was highly competitive. It ended with Akron defeating Central Michigan 4-3, and Akron's women's team would improve to 4-6-1 on the season, and Central Michigan will fall to 0-11-2, yet to get a win on the season. This was a much-needed win for Akron, much needed this, and I was able to work replay for this. Well, the first half I shadowed replay to see what it was like because I was going to replay for the soccer game later in the week, which I'll talk about that later in this video. And then in the second half, I was able to get a few replays of some stuff. And I don't think I have any of those. But I could have found them, but I didn't have time to go back and find those. But if I get some more well, I'm off for the next 2 weeks because we got the next 12 days after this. We got next 10 days, I think. We got games on the road, so I won't work again until the 23rd, which is nice. Get a little break. Yeah, I got to do replay for a little bit before the men's soccer game where I'll be doing replay for the entire game, so that was cool. On Saturday, we had a football game versus Miami, Ohio, which Miami, Ohio ended up winning 20-7. They improved to 3-3 on the season. That was their third straight win, if I'm not mistaken. Akron failed at 2-5, so that's cool. Akron they committed 10 penalties worth 60 yards, so that's really what lost them the game. And then Ben Finley, our quarterback, he had a good game, had a touchdown, had 211 yards, but his receivers had multiple drops throughout the game. Adam Trick from Miami, Ohio, had 1 solo tackle, 6 assists, 1 sack, and 2 tackles for loss. He had a great game for Miami, Ohio, leading their defense. And I was on camera too, which is a shoulder cam for this. Well, I tried to do it, it just wasn't working. And I had already noted that that my shoulder was already hurting, so I don't know why I was put on shoulder cam. Because apparently they want me to do shoulder cam a lot for basketball season. But I already have a hurt shoulder and I already can't put hella pressure on it, so I don't know why this wasn't planned in the first place. I tried to do it, but every time I held the camera on my shoulder, I was shaking the whole time. Like I can't get adjusted to holding shoulder cam in the game because it's going to be shaky the whole time. That's stupid. I would have to get adjusted. Like I tried to do it in pregame and that even wasn't working still. Like we weren't recording during pregame, but I got to get at least a few days of practice that's holding it in general, that's not before the game. Because if I'm practicing right before the game, it's not going to help me. But this was one of the 2 games we had to work on Friday because we had 2 games that we had to work. So that was the first one. Then the other game we had to work that Saturday was the soccer game, which I was able to do a replay for that, and I was doing replay throughout from pregame to postgame. So I did replay the entire time for the soccer game. We played DePaul, and we ended up winning 3-2 and improved to 8-3-2. And DePaul, they fell to 2-5-6. It was an entertaining game. I enjoyed doing replay. It wasn't much that happened in the second half, but the first half there was a lot of replay-worthy stuff, so that was cool. But I think that's going to cap off this vlog, so leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, comment, just leave an emoji or something, and share for others to see.